Notice it says our next vitals due at 17:08, which was exactly the time that we started the infusion. So we have to go document some vitals as the initials. That's why I like to make it clear. I do pre-transfusions before I start, then initials, and then I document the pre-transfusion, my true pre-transfusions, right there on the unit issue card, which is a requirement. So, I mean, if it was me, this thing is not super clear. I'd probably put pre-transfusions, initials, and finals. But that's extra. But extra never gets you in trouble. Not enough does. Alright, so just for the sake of time, pretend I took some more vital signs and put them in here. Pretend I modified them to what they actually were, and then we'll save. So then notice plus 15, next vitals due at 17:23. So at this point, we'd really just be watching our patient and taking vital signs according to the protocol. So we're waiting, and while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and go over what these buttons mean here. Notice that you have some options down here. Hold, end, resume is not going to be active until you hold. Document vitals, document intake, document reactions, and then a detail. So we'll click refresh just for fun. Detail opens another screen with several of these options up here. Detail, history, intake, vitals, reactions, showing you a trend here, and then information about the order. So I'm going to go back and just show you that these buttons right here actually are going to take you, it's a quick way to take you to the exact same place. Notice the icons are the same. Got the little trend looking symbol, the little drop. So if you click there, it gives you your vitals, vitals and reactions, trend, all the documentation done in the TAR. Show text gives you a little more information. Notice like right here, systolic. If you click show text, it gives you more information that the mean means systolic minus diastolic, gives you the formula. So hide text, product only or all. So all is showing you all of the vital signs that have been taken in the TAR, not necessarily the ones that were in the regular PCS, just the ones in the TAR. And since this is a test patient, they've had more on different dates, but many actual live patients will have this as well. Because of course there are going to be people that come back weekly for transfusions and things like that. So we'll go for this product only, and we'll back out to where we were. Notice this little drop takes to the same place, intake information. Remember the pins just mean a cosigner was required. So this looks like a little checklist. It's going to take us back to the detail screen, the checklist that we already went through. Notice that the protocol for vital signs is here. Directions are Q15 minutes times 3, Q30 minutes times 1, Q1 hour times 4. But then again, this thing is automated, so it'll tell you exactly what's due. In fact, if you go up here, last taken at, next vitals due at, if you left click, you've got the choice to skip next vitals, document next vitals, or view last vitals. Right click and doesn't do anything. So I guess we'll go ahead and pretend that we have a hold. Patient's feeling sick or something, nauseous, they have some back pain, which could be a sign of a reaction. We'll put it on hold. Hold date and time, we'll say now. Comment F9, doesn't give us any choices, so just free text. We'll say back pain, possible reaction. So then you would put in how much they took in. Let's say they took in 80. Infusion rate, I don't know that that's required, but let's just say we were going in at 150 an hour. Start time, end time, I don't think we want to fill that in because that's, I think, the end-to-end time. So we'll click Save. Again, Meditech, if you're missing something, Meditech will usually tell you. So notice our status is on hold. Next vitals due is blank. So we'll wait a second, and then we'll say, oh, they feel better. We're going to try to give it to them again just to see, give it another shot. We'll resume. Resume date and time now. Comment, patient was given Tylenol. Save. Interim intake is blank and documentation. Okay, and let us start it again anyway. Okay, so here we have the document reactions button. If they do have a reaction, chest pain, shortness of breath, hives, you can document that. 99.6 fever, oral rate, pounding, outpatient. So that type of thing. I wonder if I can recall any other information. Alright, so we'll save. I'm trying to make the video not too long, so going fast on some things. So notice you have this reaction here. Icon pop up, so if you click on, it'll bring you to the reaction documentation, vitals and reactions. Okay, so we're transfusing again. One more thing I will show you is how to edit vital signs in case you messed up somehow. So let's say you were reviewing, you click the trend and you're reviewing the vital signs that have already been put in. You notice you accidentally put 200 respirations instead of 20. Actually, I could have done it right from there. So we'll go to history. Let me see here. So that was the ones taken at 1708. So we're going to want to find those, document vitals at 1708. Notice this is a history of what you've done so far. So these are the pre-transfusion document vitals. I documented verifying, I documented beginning. Those are the initial vital signs. I documented a hold, resume, vitals, reactions. So you go through and it'll tell you everything that was taken. Notice I got the comments down below. I think it even had my cosigner, cosigned by, test MD for my verify. So any vital signs that you want to change, we'll go change to 1708. You have to make sure you're clicked on the vitals that you do want to change and it's highlighted in green. And then you have the edit button come live. Notice if I'm on begin, actually it will let me edit that too. Oh, it looks like I can edit even the begin time. I don't want to do that right now. So I want to edit the 1708 vitals. And like I said, I might have had the wrong respiration rate or heart rate. So if it really was supposed to be 60 instead of 80, and I click Save. And that's how I can edit. Notice it even gives you a history of an edit result. It's how I can edit my vital signs in the TAR. So notice if I click back on my trend, now it says 60 instead of 85. So we'll go back to the main screen.